Okay, so hi lecturers, this is my project, which I call it the Midnight Hawker Rush. So instead of a normal RPG game, right, like those fighting game, I've created like a Singapore themed hawker store management game. So what you can do is the player runs a midnight supper store, manage ingredients, cook local dishes, and then they use it to serve customers before their patience runs out. And then through that they earn coins and reputation, buy upgrades in order to clear different night shifts. Yeah. So it's like a restaurant kind of game, serving game lah. Yeah. So now I will actually create a store, basically a new account. So if you realize here it states use 3 to 24 characters. So if I were to create a store owner name under the requirement, you realize that it fails lah. It says please lengthen this text to 3 characters or more. Yeah. And then I have an account under my name which is called Rizong, and you also realize that username already exists. Because since the username already exists, the backend rejects it and returns a conflict error. And because the request is valid but in conflicts with existing data lah. Yeah. So now I will actually log in with the account that I created under my name. Okay. And yeah. So after logging in, this is the game hub. So this page gives the player access to the main parts of the game. The player can review recipes, pantry, upgrades, record, ranking, and the main gameplay. So this hub acts like the central menu for the player lah. Yeah. So let's go through recipe first. So this is the recipe section. So it actually show your Singapore local dishes, like for example chicken rice, roti prata, mee goreng, satay, char kway teow, nasi lemak, and laksa. Yeah, and you do notice that I have actually put different rarities for these dishes, and I have 3 rarity, which is common, rare, and premium. Yeah, so in this game, rarity is not really like a gachapon system, but it actually represents difficulty and reward tier. So common dishes are easier, rare dishes are harder, and premium dishes are way more difficult, but they give better rewards. So let's say, for example, a customer were to order a common dish like chicken rice, right? So for you to cook chicken rice, it actually takes really fast. But let's say if customer want to order a premium dish like laksa, yeah, so customer patience runs out really easily, and to cook up a premium dish, it takes way longer as well. But the rewards are better. Yes. And here's the pantry page. So this shows the player current ingredients and prepared dish stock. So so each new account has seeded ingredients already. So you actually start with like chicken, egg, noodle, sambal, coconut milk, and so on. Yeah. So this gives a player a reason to keep serving customers at earning coins. Yeah. Not only the pantry, but I also have like prep tasks as well in order to earn ingredients. So assuming if you ran out of coins, right, you can actually do the prep task to get those ingredients. Like for example, to wash rice bag give you like rice two of rice, and then prep prata dough and so on and so on. And then you can see prep work started. Keep this page open, and then it completes successfully. Yes. And then this is the upgrade section. So players can spend coins to buy store upgrades. So it actually helps to improve gameplay. For example, by improving cooking efficiency, energy usage, supply collection, reputation bonus, or coin rewards. Yeah, cause throughout the nights, cause for my gear I have 5 nights, and each night pass by, right, it will definitely get way harder and harder, and upgrade is definitely necessary. So they'll actually force you to upgrade lah. And then finally we have the records. So this is the order history. So okay, because before I started recording, I've actually tested it out lah. So for the first night, I've actually served like 2 chicken rice, as you can see stated here, and then you state the coins and repetition that you have earned lah. Yeah, so this helps to show the gameplay's actions are not just saved and not just displayed temporarily on the front end. Yeah. And then we have the rankings, which is the leaderboard. So the leaderboard ranks players based on their progress, such as reputation, coins, score, and other player stats. So I want to make this game like maybe a little competitive, so because player can compare their progress. So this is one example. And then I have testing account, which is like the highest. Like this is like an admin account just to test the gameplay. And yeah, so now I'll actually show you the actual gameplay. Yep. So this one is my previous gameplay. Let's try again. So as you can see, I have a customer named Mei Ling and it's asking for chicken rice. So very simple. I'll just need to cook one chicken rice, and you realize it takes 5 seconds to cook. So pretty easy, I'll say, for the first night. And then once collected, it will be under the prepared dish tray. Then you just need to serve the selected dish. And then we have roti prata as well. Now it's asking for roti prata. So same thing, cook, and then collect dish, and then serve, which is pretty easy for the first night. Yeah. And then you realize if you keep cooking, you sooner or later will run out ingredients. So you need to go to your pantry. It says flour 2 egg, flour 2 egg 1. So I have to go to my pantry, 2 and egg 1. And then now I have to, yeah, okay, just cook up because now I have sufficient ingredients. And yeah, just like that. And so far you can see 4 served, 0 failed, best combo 4. But what happens if, oh, the timer ran out? Yeah, so this is 2 out of 3 stars. And to be honest, how they determine the star is how fast you are able to serve the customer. Yeah, so I have total of 588 score, and then I managed to clear night 1. Yeah, 2 out of 3, and I can start night 2. Yeah, and then we realize night 2 there's more dishes like mee goreng, satay now. Now I want to show what happens if you didn't manage to serve a dish. So let's say if maybe I cook roti prata and serve the wrong dish, for example. You realize here is stated 1 failed, and the satisfaction will probably go down, and failure 1 out of 3. So if you're over that failure, you'll probably fail the night immediately. And let's say if I didn't serve this chicken rice, yep, and then 2 failure, 2 failed. Yeah. So each night it really gets harder and harder. So, and you must have like literally quick hands to be able to stock up the pantry and to serve those customers. Yeah. So this is something like that. But like I say, because I have upgrades, I have different kind of upgrades that allows your cooking station to have more slot, your prepared dish tray to have more slot as well. Yeah. So that's one example. And yeah, I guess that's about it. So this is my game, and yeah, nothing much, I guess. So overall, I guess it's just a very small playable front end and back end web game lah. And if I were to, let's say, improve this project, I'll probably add more dishes, more night stages, maybe better balancing and more animations, or like more customer types of special events. Yeah, so that's my end of my